What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about steam heat. That's right, steam heat. But before we get into it, there's three little things I need to touch on to kind of set up the video, give some context. Item number one, a couple of months ago I did a video where it took me like 8 hours to get loaded and my trailer got rejected because there was no temperature gauge on it. Item number two, last week I did a video where I showed y'all how I do a pre-trip inspection on a tanker trailer. And I don't know how many of you watched it, but for those of you who did, what's the one thing I did not look for? That's right, a temperature gauge. Why? Even though I did a video on it before, got my trailer rejected, and I still didn't check last week. Because I'm stupid. I'm dumb, right? I've got the IQ of mashed potatoes. Item number three, the aforementioned steam clean. The load's got to be delivered at a temperature between 90 degrees and 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't have in-transit heat on this truck to keep the load warm while I'm driving. So I have to go to a tank wash, and they're going to use steam to heat up the load. I don't know anything about this process, or plus there's the gauge that's missing, and I just got to make it all happen. Basically, it can be a little frustrating because I'd like to know what I'm doing before I go, but I got to just figure it all out. I tell you though, this unholy marriage between my stupidity and the people I work for's unfounded trust or misplaced faith in my intelligence is just a recipe for disaster, right? Because my stupidity will supersede their trust in my intelligence every time. Okay, so come along with me. We're gonna figure out steam heat, and we'll see what kind of adventures this Stunat gets himself into. Okay, so let's get started. It's 11:43 a.m. and I'm just arriving at the tank wash. This is another express like the one from my last video in Houston. So my plan of action is to simply go find somebody to talk to. Now, they're notorious for not being the most outgoing or friendly, which I kind of understand because washing tanks has got to be a miserable job, and their disposition reflects that. So I get it, man. I'll cut them some slack. So I just need to find a place to park right now that's out of the way, and then go in and start asking questions. And here it is, the missing temperature gauge. I don't know why somebody unscrewed it. Here's our first update. The guy told me I had to fill out a sheet, like a drop sheet, so it's a work order, basically. And I said, by the way, I don't have a temperature gauge. Do y'all sell them here? No. He looked at me like I was crazy. Some of these tank washes have maintenance shops on site, and so they do trailer maintenance, like gauges or gaskets or whatever. Well, this place doesn't. I said, all right. And he said he can't start doing the steam process until that gauge is in place. All right. Call dispatch. Hey, they don't sell these gauges. Oh, really? So here I am. They're working on it now. Ooh, there's Transwood trailers here. Why don't I just go take one with dispatch's permission, take a temperature gauge off of another Transwood trailer, put it on mine. As long as that trailer doesn't have a temperature sensitive load like mine, then that guy can go deliver the load, and then they'll get a new gauge put in after the load. That might be an idea. All right, I'll let y'all know what happens. Okay, here's the first trailer. Let's see. Oh, what a surprise. No temperature gauge. Let me go look for another trailer. Okay, here's the next trailer. All right, this one has a gauge, but it's not the same as mine. Mine doesn't have this little plate. You know, mine's one that's like set back or countersunk in. So I don't think this one would be one that I could take. All right, trailer number 3. It's got one, and it's the kind that's countersunk, just like mine. I wonder if it just, I'm not going to take it out, but I don't even know what kind of tool you would use because it won't unscrew. I have to get permission first, but that could be an option. Okay, he called back. There's a place like a block or around the corner that supposedly has these thermometers. And so I'm gonna go drive over there and see if they have one and figure out how to install it myself. I think it just screws in, but we'll figure that part out. Okay, good news. I'm backing up right now. I made it to this other place, which is another tank wash. Makes me wonder if I can just get the steam over here. But anyway, it's a tank wash with the maintenance shop. And I called the guy, they gave me the phone number. And he said, just back up to any one of the maintenance bay doors, which I'm doing now, and we'll get you taken care of. So it sounds like they're gonna install the thing for me, which is another thing that I like to hear. There it is, all in place, just that easy. So now it's back to the original tank wash and see if they can go ahead and hook the steam up. This experience at this other tank wash was so good. The guy was nice. Like really nice. I didn't even know he was working on it. When he told me to back up, I backed up to the door and I went in and I said, hey, I just spoke to you on the phone. He goes, all right, just give me a few minutes. I said, take your time, I'll be in my truck. Started eating my lunch because I have food in the truck now. That's another recurring theme on this channel is how I never have food. Well, today I had a club sandwich wrap. Plus I had 2 salads in the refrigerator. I'm eating healthy. You ever meet these negative people? They're super no matter what you say, they have a negative response. I just thought of that when I said I'm eating healthy. You talk to one of these negative people and say, yeah, I got this salad, I'm eating healthy. And what's the negative guy response? You know, that salad dressing's got just as much fat as a whatever. Those people, it's like, deuces, bro. We're never gonna be friends. Shut up. Anyway, you can tell I'm in a good mood now. That guy, 10 minutes later, I get a knock on my door. He's like, all right, I'm all done. I was like, what? I didn't even know you were out there. Yeah, I'm all done. I said, you need me to sign anything? No, have a great day. Oh man, and then I showed y'all, you know, he got it in. So now I'm back to Cheerful Jay. I was Grumpy Jay, now I'm Cheerful Jay. And I'm going back to that hell on earth. I hate that express. Everybody does. Actually, I don't know which way I have to turn to get there. Cheerful Jay needs to pay attention. I gotta turn left. All right, Cheerful Jay, watch where you're going. Don't hit this telephone pole, Cheerful Jay. All right, Schneider driver, watch out. I got a Schneider driver behind me. All right. I'm pulling back up to Express, and here it is, full of potholes. Why can't we do business with the other tank wash? All right, I'm done. I'm just gonna park the truck right here. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna go in and hope that I get more good news. Just curious, before I go fill out the paperwork, I wonder what the actual temperature is. I didn't look. Wait a second. It's 110 degrees. So I'm well within the range. Fahrenheit's on the outside, Celsius is on the inside, right? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 110 degrees. So I don't have to get this. Now the question is, all right. I wonder how long it'll stay that temperature. I got this loaded Sunday afternoon. Right now it's Tuesday afternoon. It's been 48 hours and it's still 110 degrees. So obviously this trailer is well insulated, I think I'm good. I can just drive up to Sandusky. I am out of here. It's 108 degrees in the tank right now. I called my supervisor and he said, you don't have to get it heat because they're insulated. So it's not going to drop 18 degrees overnight, he said. So no steam, no waiting here overnight while they work on it, you know, because there's other trailers ahead of me. I just get to go. So right now I'm going to head to where the delivery is in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. From Cincinnati. It's 2.5 hours away. So I guess that's it for this part of the video. I do have story time coming up next for those of you who are interested. But for those of you who are leaving me, I hope you're not disappointed that I didn't get the steam done. Maybe you feel like this was an anticlimactic video. But we did learn some stuff, right? We learned that it's very easy. You just go fill out a paper at the tank wash place, and they'll tell you where to drop the trailer and they'll get on it. We learned that if you're like 20 degrees above your minimum delivery temperature, that you're good to go, even if it's going to be a cold night, because the trailer's insulated pretty well. We did not learn how long it takes to warm up this product. So maybe in another video we'll figure that part of it out. Okay, it's hopes time. For all you potential tanker drivers, I hope you're not disappointed in this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join me on the next one. Got all of that? All right, let's move on to story time. This story is about way stations. When I bought this truck, I leased onto a company called Brave Freight out of Fort Worth, Texas. And I was there for about a month, and I got a text from somebody in the office. It wasn't dispatch. And he said that I needed to go do my monthly truck inspection. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. And he said, yeah, I need you to go to any weigh station. And for you four-wheelers, weigh stations are those scales that, you know, you see trucks pull in on the side of the interstate to get weighed. Well, they do inspections there where they inspect your whole truck and trailer and write you up. And they'll write you tickets. They'll put your truck out of service and won't let you leave that place if there's an out-of-service violation on the... He said, I want you to go volunteer to get an inspection. I said, why would I do that? And he said, well, our CSA score, which is a safety score for the FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, our CSA score is low, so we need some good inspections to start getting our CSA score up. And I'm like, what? It ain't my fault that you... Oh, man, I'm opposed to my soul to volunteering to get an inspection at a weigh station. There's no way. So I told him, I said, well, my truck would fail an inspection, so there's no use in me getting an inspection because it's just going to lower the CSA score even more. So he said, all right, we'll get it fixed and then go get your inspection. So I just go, okay, like whatever, good luck, wait on that. So about a week later, I get another, hey, I see you haven't got that inspection yet. I said, yeah, my truck still won't pass an inspection, so I can't go. And he's like, well, same thing. Go get it fixed and go get that inspection. What ended up happening is my truck broke, and it was down for 3 weeks, and then when I got it out, I quit, and I came down to Transwood, so that's how that story ended. But I cannot believe that they asked me to volunteer to go get a truck inspection. And then they wanted you to do it every month until their score got up. Once a month? Are you crazy? And the reason I thought of that story is because when I was driving in this morning, this might have happened. I can't confirm it. This is allegedly. This may have happened. that there was some scales coming up. So I took the exit before the scales and went through town, and then got back on the interstate on the exit after the scales, just to avoid going to them. I can't confirm or deny that that actually happened. It might have. But that gives you an idea of how much drivers hate going to them scales. Much less parking my truck there and going in and asking them to ruin my life. No thank you, not gonna happen. Yeah, thanks for getting in front of me, bud. Okay, so that's it for story time. And like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you watch the next one. And until the next one, this is Jason signing out.